Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your April 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and if you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right. Welcome, Gemini. I get this energy here of deadline. Now, some of you may have a deadline coming up here, or you are feeling a little bit pressed for time, but I see that everything is going to work out. If some of you are strategizing, you're really thinking things through, you're planning, I think we will be in retrograde at that time as well, or we will be in April. These readings come out a little bit early, so expect some delays. As we say that, we do have the Eight of Wands, but I am getting here, it's like you're pushing through some deadlines. There could be some last minute obligations that you have that you didn't necessarily strategize, but I also see here an increase or an abundance of money. You may even get a new offer coming in here is what I see, Gemini. If you are building up a business, I feel like there could be some money moves that you make with the chess card showing up here. You've definitely thought long and hard. This could be even a month for travel or expansion. Yeah, getting yourself out of a toxic work environment, I heard, or toxic situation, or maybe you felt like you were cast out, a little bit left on the sidelines. You're plowing through this month is what I get here. Yeah, you're getting yourself out of a jam. You have double fives coming in, so this is the ending of a situation. There's your ace. There's your beginning. Endings bringing in a new beginning. Some sort of truth coming out here. It's going to help you find a sense of independence, a sense of stability. You also have the Tower, not the Tower in tarot, but a Tower in another deck that does talk about you standing on your own 2 feet despite what's going on around you. And there's the success. You're getting recognized here for your craft. I feel like you're really great at what you do, Gemini. You offer a lot. You may be revisiting a childhood dream this month, or you may be asked to go back to a prior job that you were employed with, or you could be looking to the past and taking a look at what's working and what's not. And with that Mercury retrograde, like I always say, it's a really good time for all of the REs. Reassess, reevaluate, reorganize, replenish. So that's what I see here with your outcome as well. So if you are plowing through, I feel it's important for you to stop, assess, and think things through, because you don't want to cause unnecessary headache when things are too busy, right? It's like rushing in the morning. If you're already late, you tend to maybe stub your toe on the bed, and maybe you bump your elbow on the door, walk into the bathroom, whatever it may be. It's almost as if you don't have to deal with some unnecessary setbacks because you're in a hurry. And you have the chess card as your first card out, strategizing, wise spending, long term, long game. Now, when you play the game of chess, you must think about your other opponents, your other players. So this could be your target market. This could be your competition as well. This could be other people that you work with. I feel like you are a leader here, Gemini. You're a leader of your craft. You're really good at it. A lot of you are entrepreneurs, or you may be thinking about making a new move in the business corporate world because your crafts, your skills are nonetheless I feel ahead of the game, ahead of the competition, like the king and queen type of energy. And we actually have the queen showing up in the recent past. But some of you, due to some sort of setback or loss or struggle, maybe financially or health-wise, I feel like you lost a little bit of that confidence. Some of you may have lost some money, okay? Okay, this is for some of you, not all of you. If you gamble or if you were taking a risk, there could have been a little bit of a loss here. But I see that returning and replenishing more than what you had before, because we have the feather card. This is divine intervention. It's all about working smarter, not harder. And it is the card of abundance, right? So easy money, light work, air related. Some of you, it's travel, or you may feel still a little bit undecided, and this is air. You are air as well. So you may be concocting new ideas, Gemini. And I feel like those new ideas are rich. They're very rich in abundance. You have the treasure as your outcome, and this is worry-free finances. So even if you're not there yet, because we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords, but they're both showing up in reverse. So I feel like you are letting go of what's not working. You're opening up to new opportunities, things that cause you stressors, right? And you're also taking a deep dive into your own spiritual gifts. It's important to listen to your intuition this month. Some of you could be an executive assistant. You could be in sales, maybe planning, financial planning. This is having money in reserve, having money put away. I'm also getting a global message here around maybe reserves, federal or state. I'm also getting backup, like having a backup or something where your money is located. I'm not getting good nor bad. I mean, this is abundance, but I feel it's having enough secured. Okay, maybe even making sure if you have 401 accounts or you have, long-term accounts, you may be reassessing or you may be swapping things around or looking at a few things, but try not to get concerned or worried if there is some sort of a dip. Because again, I feel like if there is a loss here, you're going to have that come back tenfold. All right. Now, bottom of the deck, subconscious, or maybe this is something that you are working through, is the Tower. This is about earning power, building a business, making a sound decision in the corporate world, which is why you have the Chess here, because you're strategizing. That's what you do, Gemini. You're a great thinker. You utilize your communication skills, and I feel like you're bringing something to the surface, something more stable, by letting go of bad financial decisions or choices, or letting go of financial challenges. Okay, savings. This is maybe a night shift or something has ended here for you, but don't worry, because what we have is new beginning with that Ace of Swords. There's truth coming in here. Inner truth, self-truth, getting honest with yourself about what you need to do. You're looking at things from a brand new perspective. That's the internship as well. Some of you could be the newbie at a job, or it's important to maybe hire help or hire an intern to assist or guide you. Okay, part of the Five of Pentacles that I see you thinking about something in your headspace is an unexpected expense. It could have been health. It could have been a bill. It could have been, taxes. There's something that you had to put a little bit money towards. It was stressing you out here. But again, I keep getting that message of everything's going to be okay, because you've been thinking things through. You have been budgeting. Even if you've been budgeting, your money bill, there could be an energy here of paying attention to maybe how much money you spend on groceries, or maybe you're shopping around, buying groceries at a new location, or not buying things that get thrown out, right? Maybe you're not buying the lettuce and letting it wilt. Maybe you're not letting the fruit sit there and go to waste. So I feel like you are strategizing and you are finding balance within everyday needs and essentials as well. We have background check. Ooh, and we have dress to impress. There's definitely an interview coming in here for those of you looking. Even if this is a Zoom call, you may be wanting to look your best here, putting on your best face forward. But I also see that you have the goods. You have the skills, the talents, the efforts. I feel like your work speaks for itself. Okay, your work speaks for itself, and that's why you have the background check here, because people are looking into your work and they're saying, dang, Gemini's got the goods, right? So you do have the goods here, and you could be excellent at sales, selling. Maybe you're opening up an Etsy shop. You could be selling your products, your services, but this guy looks like he's kind of lost in thought. So I feel like you're daydreaming. You're coming up with new income sources, new ideas. What can I sell? How can I generate new streams of income? So yeah, he's in thought here. Some of you are contemplating opening up a juice bar, or opening up a juice bar, or maybe an eatery, or a place that you sell foods or nutritional supplements. I'm getting here soup. Okay, maybe you want to sell soup. Okay. So diving in, your overall energy is some quick action. It's taking action, which is ironic because you are strategizing here, but it's almost as if once you make a choice or make a decision, or maybe you hear some news about someone making their mind up, maybe the company gives you a call back, because this is the energy here of messages, communication, news. When the Eight of Wands comes in, it can come in through text, through email, through a phone call. It may bring travel quickly. Maybe they say, hey, Gemini, we want you to come work for us. Can you start next week? It may require you to upgrade your life in some way, shape, or form. When the Eight of Wands shows up here as well, this could be travel. Some of you could be traveling in the month of April or planning it, right? Or relocating. I also see here that if there is a delay due to retrograde, or if there is, some sort of delay, it may cause you a little bit of a headache, but you're going to get back on track, I feel like, within the same day. Okay, so it's not like, or within days, they said plural. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for clarifying. But within days. So it's like if you miss a flight, you're going to catch the next one. Or if, you don't hear that call by the allotted time that they told you by Thursday, you're going to hear it by Friday. So I feel within days. Now, the challenge here for you, or what's crossing you, is maybe a secret. It could be trusting one's intuition, but I almost feel like there's a secret here that you could be keeping to yourself. Or maybe you feel like there's a secretive energy around you. Okay, because I'm getting, typically the High Priestess is intuition, but I am getting secretive. Okay, so something is on the lowdown here, something you're not wanting to maybe share until you know fully. And this kind of reminds me of pregnancy, right? Sometimes the parents choose not to share the news of a pregnancy until past maybe the 12 or 16 week mark. Just make sure they're in the clear. And I kind of get that here for you. Now, if this is gossip, or if it's people maybe talking about you in some way, shape, or form, I feel that it's best to avoid that, right? Not your circus, not your monkeys. Avoid drama at all costs. Now, pay attention. Like I said, your gifts, Gemini, are highlighted here. You do have some hidden talents. These hidden talents could help you monetize. They could help you bring in income. This could also be your divine connection to source, channeling some new creative ideas. But when we are too busy, right? When we're too busy, we have so much going on, we're juggling a lot, things feel a little bit hectic or chaotic, that's when we stub our toe. That's when we bump our elbow. So make sure that you are allowing yourself some R&R. We have the Four of Swords in your deep subconscious here. It's allowing yourself to rest. So if some of you are going a million miles per hour, are you running from something? Are you avoiding something? Or are you just working your tail end off because you want to build? I mean, great, kudos, but make sure you get some time for you. Four of Swords, rest, retreat, recuperate. It's all of those REs that we talked about earlier as well. And some of you are overworking, overthinking, ignoring the signs of rest, ignoring your intuition's advice to maybe slow things down. Okay, I also see here sleep. Maybe your sleep has been affected. Maybe you've been tossing and turning or working late hours, or perhaps your bedtime routine isn't one that is helpful or even healthy to winding down at night. I mean, you do you, but if you're losing sleep or you're not feeling like you're able to function at 100%. I also see here some of you could have had some health concerns, because right above you, you do have the Five of Pentacles. So this could be sleep apnea. Some of you may have had an uncomfortable sleep position due to a health illness, like you couldn't quite sleep. Maybe you were up coughing, or you had some sort of surgery, or you were stressing around money. So make sure you slow it down a little bit if you need to. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the energy of resourcefulness. So instead of maybe materialism or overspending, sometimes she's working on building her wealth. But I do feel with her showing up in the reverse, this is about getting better with money, getting better with your finances here. What are you spending on? Are you investing maybe back into yourself? That's important here. Yeah, are you investing back into you? Because I feel that you're not running on empty. It's kind of like a vehicle, as I always say. We need to stop at that gas station and refuel, or, or replug in, right? So I feel like it's important for you to tap in. You can see that she has some antennas coming from her crown chakra there, and she has a coin in her hand. So I feel like you have abundance in some way, shape, or form, but you need to reconnect to source, come back home to you in a way. So this could be getting out in nature, connecting with nature as well. This is about resourcefulness, taking a look at where you're putting your time, your energy, your money. This is a life filled with, physical things that you need and living comfortably in the earthly realm. And if it feels like you haven't been doing that, I feel like that's coming to an end, because again, Five of Pentacles showing up with the Five of Swords. Something has been a little bit of a headache, right? We're not going to sugarcoat that. Five of Pentacles in reverse. This can be letting pride get in the way. It can be feeling left out in the cold. Sometimes it is about neglecting finances, right? Not wanting to look at them. Just wanting to spend on what we need to spend. But I feel that's what you're doing in the month of April, is you're looking at your finances. You may have even hired help financially, financial assistance, to really take a look at where your money is going, or to help you because you're doing too much on your own. And I feel like you have the key. It's like I see you looking up in the month of April. You can see that she kind of has her head down. She's feeling a little bit lost. She feels like she doesn't have maybe a new opportunity coming in, but you actually see the key is on the other side of that door. And if she looks up, she can see that that key is right there. So I feel like you're unlocking a new opportunity, one that may have felt like it passed you by, or now that you are slowing down, you're able to see a new opportunity, or now that you're getting out of your head. Five of Swords. It can be the card of mental distress, conflict, going back and forth, argument of energy. But I feel like you've been trying to come up with new ways, new resources, new job opportunities. And it's like I see you hitting a brick wall. That's about to change, okay? Because we have Ace of Swords. There's the big aha moment. There is the big breakthrough for you here, Gemini. So when the Ace of Swords shows up, this is clarity. It's truth. It's solutions. And even though you felt, right, both of these pictures here, the head's down, the eyes are closed. There's something that you either weren't looking at, maybe you weren't wanting to face. It was just too much of a headache. You were too stressed out about it. Maybe you weren't wanting to focus on it, but we have a lot of pentacles here. So there is a focus on it, whether we want to or not. But I feel like there is a shift. There's a shift. There's divine intervention coming in here as well. And there is major success because you're good at what you do. Ace of Swords is also a light bulb moment. And if there were any miscommunications, I feel like that's getting cleared up for you this month. Okay, trust your intuition. You see that there's a spiral that is coming from her crown chakra. So you have these brilliant ideas. You are open to the divine, but are you open to the divine, right? Are you shutting down your intuition? Is there something you don't want to listen to because you want what you want? That's important here. Five of Swords. He's going to win at all costs, even if it's not part of his journey or path forward. It's like he forces his way, but it causes a headache because the higher self, the soul, the intuition is saying, well, wait a minute, we shouldn't have to force this. Why is there resistance here? If it's not working, or if you feel that this is too stressful here, then we got to look at it from a new way. Here's the breakthrough. Beautiful. I love that this is showing up in your energy, because this is something you are doing, right? It's all about you in this position, and you are coming up with that breakthrough. You're finding answers. You're finding solutions. You may even be seeing numbers. This is like mathematical equations and Tesla energy here, but I feel like you're definitely seeing different frequencies. I feel like you could even be working with maybe water or ice. I mean, isn't there the way ice freezes, molecules. Maybe some of you are scientists. All right. Showing up in your environment, you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the energy of financial security. It is being able to stand on your own 2 feet. It is being able to rely on yourself for what you need. The Nine of Pentacles is self-sufficient. She is creating material wealth for herself, for her, maybe her family. But the Nine of Pentacles, they do this on their own. So there could be something that you're doing on your own. And maybe this is an energy of asking for help. Okay. It's okay to ask for help is what I'm hearing. It's okay to ask for help. You don't have to go it alone, but also if you are making money here, if you have income coming in, or maybe there is a little coming your way, I do feel with the treasure, I mean, there's a lot more where that came from, Gemini. I feel it's important to indulge a little bit, but also don't be too spendthrifty, okay? Find that balance. That's what I'm hearing here. Find the balance, because the Nine of Pentacles, you know, she gets to that Queen of Pentacles, and we see that you've been there, but it's like you're oscillating between, you know, spending on this or spending on that, moving here, moving there, staying in this job. And I feel like there is a little bit of a balance, even though I don't see any twos. But I see that's part of that aha. Now you have major victory, major fame, major success in your hopes and fears. So it's like you want to be in the spotlight. You want to be appreciated and acknowledged for your gifts, for your skills. This is the victory wreath as well with the Six of Wands here. So I feel like there's accomplishment, or in the past you have been overlooked. That's why we have the 5 and the, you know, both 5 showing up, because there's this energy of maybe humiliation, failure, setbacks. But the Six of Wands is your hope. And I feel like you having that mentality, especially with the Nine of Pentacles, anything is possible here for you, Gemini. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. And this is the energy, Wands, right, is the energy of willpower. It's about inspiration. It's spirit. It's passion. It's all about your, you know, what you're creative and passionate about. If you continue moving forward in that direction, but try not to force. There is this energy of forcing something to happen. Now, there's a difference between putting your blood, sweat, and tears into it. And if that's the case, then I feel like, you know, if it's still aligning with you and you know it to be true, it's so true in your intuition, then go for it. You'll be successful. But if there is some sort of resistance coming in that is leaving you feeling depleted, it feels like it's not bringing you happiness or joy, or it just doesn't feel like it's aligning with your energy any longer, check in with your intuition and say, is it because I'm meant to have a divine detour? Am I meant to move in a new direction? One that could be way more successful. Okay. I feel like you could also be branching off from something you've already learned. Maybe you're branching off by even taking a new class or a new certification. You could be branching off by opening up to new opportunities, right? Maybe even adding to that branch. So adding an intern, adding help, adding resourceful people that can help you grow. And I feel like that's part of it here with the Six of Wands showing up in your hopes and fears. Outcome, we have the Six of Cups. Beautiful. Now, the Six of Cups is the card of growth, right? You can see that over time, there's a bond here happening between boy and dog and man's best friend, right? Six of Cups, it's like something that you've been loyal to over time. I feel like something is starting to grow here. There's been a lot that's happened between, you know, point A to point Z, of course, or even point A to point B. But when the Six of Cups shows up, this could be a second chance, okay? This can be reconnecting to maybe a childhood dream, reconnecting to work for someone you've always wanted to work with or work for, okay? Six of Cups can also be the energy of kindness, right? Being kind. What you put out, you're going to receive back. And it goes for, you know, even training a dog. If this little boy was mean to the dog, it would be a very difficult, rocky, non-trustworthy, non-committal type of energy, and it wouldn't be good. They wouldn't be next to each other here, you know, holding each other and feeling the love and the support and the compassion if the energy was of greed or fear or negativity or, violence even with that Five of Swords. But the Six of Cups here is someone who is patient. They're willing to grow. They're willing to be teachable. They're willing to be the student and the teacher, right? They oscillate. They help each other. And with the Six of Cups, I feel a couple of things here. It's important not to buy someone's affection, or it's important not to flash maybe what you have. Okay, flash what you have. I mean, that's a specific message. It's important not to let maybe the past come in and interfere. Maybe it's lack of. Okay, Six of Cups. Maybe this is sometimes going to the past and wishing that things were a little simpler. Another message coming through. I'm getting when I used to be able to write receipts handwritten instead of maybe using electronics. So someone may be a little bit feeling the nostalgia for some new updates or new electronic devices or AI or a new system that the company is using. You may be having a little bit of nostalgia and wishing life was simpler, or it would go back to, right, the 90s. We all want to go back to the 90s at times, right? But the Six of Cups here, or even the 80s or 70s, whatever was your genre. But the Six of Cups is, a second chance to really commit yourself. That's what I'm getting. A second chance to commit yourself to a dream that maybe you've had for quite some time, and it's time to build and grow, and you will flourish over time. I also see here that it's important to, again, I keep saying this, stay kind to others, to yourself. Some of you may even be dealing with someone a little bit younger, and maybe that younger person is causing you a little bit of a headache because they're coming in and they're like a tornado. Maybe that's the Eight of Wands, where they're coming in and they're changing things left and right, and they're getting new things, and let's go with this system, and let's work smarter, not harder, is kind of what they're thinking, or someone's mentality is. But at the same time, it's causing you a lot of confusion because you may have to keep up with that energy. All right, but overall here, Gemini, you certainly have some hidden talents that are coming to the surface that you will shine a light on, because that's your hope. And so again, if you stay in that energy of hope, you're going to be very abundant here. You will focus on what grows and what's working, and you're leaving behind what's not. There's the message. There's the news. There's some sort of communication or truth coming in for you. A message in a bottle, Gemini. So I do feel here with this card 15, there's going to be some sort of news coming in. Card 15. Now, 15 in the tarot is the devil. So let's take a look at this as some good news. I feel like it's news that you have been wanting to hear. Something that you already know about. You've already talked to a boss about a promotion, or you've already had that interview. Maybe you've already connected with your higher self and said, okay, this is where I want to be. This can be communication or a sign or a Kledan. A Kledan is an ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker. So what that means is maybe you're in the grocery store line and you're getting ready to check out, and you hear someone behind you talking about a new opening that just opened at their line of work, and it happens to be in your field, right? So that could be a Kledan. This is pointing the way to your highest good. And the prosperity message, Gemini, is this. You are on target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or old business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening. Whew, I love that. So for one, there's the old business contract or an old friend that we just talked about with the Six of Cups. Now we also have High Priestess, and it says Spirit has been listening. And because it's crossing the energy, maybe you've been feeling a little bit left out. Like the universe left me out here, maybe even a tad bit of victim mentality at times, or you just didn't feel like you were connected, but Spirit's listening. Spirit's listening. I'm going to read to you the protection message because it did come out in the lower frequency. So for those of you that are still stuck in that lower frequency, this is how we help you flip that energy. That's what Tarot's here to do, help guide you. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs? Five of Swords. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs, right? There's that high priestess. Don't ignore it. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you may be overlooking. Powerful. What did we say with both of these fives? They're not seeing something. This guy has his eyes closed because he has a headache and a crow, cawing in his ear, and she's over here with her head down, not realizing there's an opportunity. So please take that message as it resonates. Whether you're on the high frequency or the lower, you have the ability to be in whatever frequency you want. So whatever one sounds best for you, I mean, we know what that is, but make sure that you are open to that. All right. Let's get a few messages here from your spirit animals. So Gemini, if you have a moment, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Big breath in and release with a great big exhale. And with your eyes closed, focus on your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's recently crossed over the rainbow bridge, or maybe one that's crossed over a while ago. Maybe they've come to you through your dreams, or maybe it's an animal that you've seen in the great outdoors recently. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and I will personally enter you into that giveaway. And you're not going to believe the first animal out here. All right, let's just pull a couple more. Yeah. Spirit works in magical ways, and I love the synchronicities that tend to show up during these readings. That was a very big pile. We don't need that many. Let's just get a couple more, please. And one more. You have the dog spirit here, Gemini. We just had a whole talk about the dog, and look at what it says. Be loyal to what you love. Card 19. 19 is the sun. If you're loyal to what you love, you're going to bring in a lot of abundance. I see that here for you. Now, some of you could be born on the 19th, the 16th, or the 25th, or you may be 46 years old. Be loyal to what you love, dog spirit. You have Coyote, trust in divine detours. There's that tower energy, card 16. Even though we don't have the tower in tarot, we have the tower in your subconscious. So there is a divine detour, and we mentioned that here for you as well, Gemini. So big detours happening, but they're going to lead to big results. Let it shine. Let it shine with peacock energy here. You are shining, right? There is the Six of Wands showing up in your hopes and fears. Let it all out there for you to, show people what you're truly made of, but don't be afraid to hone in on your skills, your gifts. Don't second guess yourself. If you are a healer, if you are an intuitive, and that is your spiritual work, don't doubt yourself. Don't compare, don't judge. Try not to get caught up in, some lower frequencies. Let it shine. And you have elephant spirit. Learn from the past. Learn. Yeah. Elephants are, well, for one, absolutely incredible, amazing creatures. They remember so much. They're very empathic. They're very in tuned, right? I once heard that elephants remember everything, right? But they learn. They learn quite quickly. They have really intelligent brains, I believe. And there's also something here with Ganesha, one of my favorite deities, the remover of obstacles. So some of you, Ganesha could be symbolic for you removing obstacles, or maybe some of you have a Ganesh statue or you work with that deity, but I feel like obstacles are being removed from your energy at this time. Beautiful. Last but not least here, Gemini, let's get a message from the soul's truth and see what your intuition is trying to tell you at this time in any area of your life, but this could affect career as well. Who are you ready to forgive? Big one. I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. That's a quote by Carl Jung. Is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul truly wants? Yeah, there's that energy here of resistance once again. Today's soul action: write a forgiveness letter, then practice the Ho'oponopono prayer today while thinking of the person that you are ready to forgive. And then say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And for some of you who are saying, well, I didn't even do anything to that person. Why am I blah, 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 right? That can be stuck in maybe a mental pattern, cycle, or victim mentality. This could be forgiveness of self. And if you feel like this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay as well. But I do feel like there could be some sort of resistance that's keeping your head down here, or it's keeping you from seeing a new opportunity. And maybe it's a little bit deeper than you think. Right? So it's time to let go, forgive, and move onward. And that is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it was helpful. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. It certainly supports the growth of the channel, which I am so truly grateful for. Please do hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. And don't forget to drop your power animals in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. Lots of love.